over Maryland.
Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New Orleans Saints
and the Washington Commanders.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Baker. He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Saints. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Hunt on the draw play. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Locke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Baker.
There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Lawton, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll run on 1st down. Lawton, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down now, Lawton, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go. striker. 3-3.
On first down, Lawton. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Baker. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
On the ready.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run on first down. Lawton. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
He'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Baker. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Block now to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Locke going to keep it again.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. but they allow the conversion.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown as his guys have now moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the completion, this is Carey.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. They fake the handoff, now Locke. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver...
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Saints. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Lawton. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Baker. Got an open man. It's Olave. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. first down. Lawton. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ready.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lawton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Goodwin.
Here we go.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
5, 6, 7. Ready.
Looking to throw. Baker. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Baker looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Come on, set.
Here's Baker throwing on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got room. He's at the 50, 30, 10. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point up and through. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Baker. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense. team know they were coming after him.
On the set.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got some space here.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Lawton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Up the middle they go. Lawton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Okay, ready?
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
52 blaster. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lawton, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run again with Hunt. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. On the counter, Hunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking.
No escape for Locke, and he'll go down.
That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Now Locke, gotta have this one. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in a big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get it fresh centered down. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
To throw is Baker. To throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Right, 97.
Looking to throw. Baker.
Open man is McMath.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Good, 52. Steal,
Operating from the gun. Baker. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Lock. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's Locke.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18.
Now Locke. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Jahan Dotson.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On the ready.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Back to throw. Baker finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Watch out now. 50 seconds.
They'll try the left side. Lawton. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. On 2nd down, Lawton. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Striker, 3-3. Black shot.
Baker on 3rd down. The ball comes out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Locked to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps